Hey, I'm Fernando Medrona. I am the Deputy CISO at Fastly, and I'm here to talk about how secure by design will lead to a better internet. Secure by design is simple enough. It really just means that products, services, and systems are designed from the ground up to be resilient to cyber attack, as opposed to being bolted on at the end. I wouldn't say that secure by design is necessarily a new concept, but it is a concept that I think more companies are adopting over time. I think as security breaches have just become more prevalent, as they've become more newsworthy, and the implications of those security breaches are affecting companies, even those companies that have not yet been impacted by a security breach, that are recognizing the security flaws that have been introduced in the platforms that they've launched require very expensive rewrites in the back end sometimes to address those security shortcomings. And so the value of secure by design is doing it right from the start to avoid the consequences later. Yeah, secure by design, there's a lot of elements to implementing a secure by design strategy well and for it to be effective. And a lot of it really comes down to the people aspect of it. It starts with the security professionals, individuals who are adept at thinking like an attacker and finding those flaws in the business logic and the implementation details. It's having a security team that has strong partnerships with product and engineering teams, the kind of partnership that would encourage or be valuable to those teams in order to engage security early on in the process, in the concept design phase of an application, again, as opposed to near when the application or system is ready for launch. Part of, I think, a quality secure by design strategy is how the security team has been organized to implement it. And so I would consider this: how many individuals on a security team really know the applications that they're there to secure? Not just conceptually, but understand the customer use cases. And so security architects, security professionals that really understand at a foundational level how the core applications that they're trying to secure work can result in the discovery of the kinds of flaws that otherwise would be discovered by an attacker. Security only tends to slow down innovation when an organization has defined it as a gatekeeper function. So security shouldn't be a yes, this is ready to go, no, it's not, and we then need to do all these things. Security should be a partnership built in to every process that a company has. And so when security is part of the design process, it's part of the evaluation, it's part of the testing, it's all built in throughout these life cycles such that by the time a decision needs to be made about whether or not to move forward with going to market with a particular product, all the considerations have already been baked into the design. And so when that model is implemented by a company, like these are the situations in where security is never seen as a gatekeeper or otherwise slowing innovation. Fastly supports secure by design through many different techniques or means. A modular architecture is part of what supports secure by design philosophy, simply because it becomes easier to identify security issues at the component level, where you can see a failure in a particular component and understand what the downstream effects were or what the downstream security implications may be. But there's many other technology-based solutions beyond the people that play a role into how we implement a secure by design philosophy. This can include anything from implementing policy as code guardrails into the CI/CD pipeline. It may mean the use of automated fuzzing in the build process to identify where applications break. It may mean the use of static and dynamic code analysis in staging and test environments to see what kind of security flaws could be introduced prior to launch. And it may mean the introduction of chaos engineering as part of standard practice. Again, all of these classes of technologies are to try and break the software in a way that has security relevance prior to going forward with launch. And in relation to the question of slowing down innovation, these technologies that are meant to break are no different than doing QA tests. You're looking to see where the application fails, and you can do that in a security focused way as well. Chaos engineering is a concept that extends way beyond security. The idea is that you could purposefully break parts of the application stack and see how the rest of the stack reacts to that missing component or that missing part or that broken feature. And so if you can do this particularly in a staging environment, though some companies have matured to even do this in production where automated systems will turn off certain components, you want to design your systems to be resilient enough such that when that happens, the rest of the architecture either recalibrates or continues working without those missing components or features. It's kind of like the practical implementation of quality assurance. Quality assurance can do, with quality assurance, you can enable certain classes of predefined tests. I'm going to test this scenario and I'm going to test this scenario. The great thing about chaos engineering is the unpredictability. If you do it right, you randomly turn off or disable or degrade certain features or components and see how the system reacts. So it's a much less controlled and much more, I think, realistic way of testing the resiliency of an application. Secure by design strategy, philosophy, mindset makes the internet a better place because ultimately end users who are the consumers of the services that are built to run on the internet have a safer, more reliable experience. And so just as there's been so many reports of identity theft, of stolen information, of services going down due to various classes of cyber attacks, Secure by Design is really meant to get in front of all that. Now, you can't prevent it 100%, but you can have a safer experience online by utilizing an effective Secure by Design strategy.